Hello.
Hello. Welcome to Drunk K-Pop, the show where we watch K-pop videos and get wasted. I'm Claire.
And I'm Abby.
And we are K-pop moms here to guide you on a spiritual journey through K-pop. What are we talking about today?
Today it's another discussion time! It's time to talk about the end of Road to Kingdom, the second half. So just to preface once again, we are TV professionals. We both work in television full-time and have done so for many years. So that is where our perspective on things is coming from. Claire's worked in the most facets. I've worked on set a little bit, but I mostly work in post. Claire's worked in everything.
I've worked in all of the departments except audio.
Yep. Audio's hard.
Just be like that. I don't have great hearing.
Yeah, that's okay.
So let's get into it. The final round that we didn't get to discuss in our previous video was the Your Song round, which was other people had chosen songs not knowing what they were for, and then they were assigned to other groups.
Which fundamentally I find is a weird challenge choice.
Yeah, I think they didn't have another idea.
I would have liked at least if it was like the all girl group covers or all like the somebody from your company.
For.
Yeah, that would have been good. Of like, okay, I know that this person is good at this thing, so I want to see them do this, or maybe I want to see them try this thing. Yeah. That would have been more fun rather than like, here's a fun song.
We picked Go Go Bebe for ourselves, but now you have it. Guess that's what's happening.
Yeah, we had fun.
Yeah.
The only girl group song. It's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was an interesting challenge, but I think they did what they could with it. So let's see. Let's go through it. So TOO went first, and I am morally opposed to braids attached to hats.
Yeah, that was not it. That, like, immediately, like, I get they're going for the, like, youthful, like, street kids vibe. We do not need box braids stapled to the inside of a beanie.
Yeah,
that's
or grills.
Yeah, no, that wasn't necessary. None of the rest of the performance was that vibe, and we didn't need it.
We didn't need it, and it wasn't necessary aesthetically, and only one person had it, so it's not like it was like everyone needs to match. It was like, it was just, we didn't need it.
Yeah, it was bad time. Just don't do that. Just box braids, don't do it. Just don't do it. If you're not black, don't wear box braids. It's fine.
Real or otherwise, don't.
You can have other braids. There's plenty of other braids, just not box ones. It's not that hard.
No.
And I did, when I watched the performance, I did enjoy that they sort of, like, my brain wants to say euthanized, but that's not the word I'm looking for.
Euthanized.
But made it more youthful. Youth, like, young people enized it. Yeah. Because it was a higher pitch than the normal song.
Yeah. And
it was more like, we're kids playing around, rather than, like, the original hard carry is so heavy.
Yes.
It's, like, very hard hitting.
Yeah.
Because it's
hard carry. It's hard hitting.
Yeah.
Carrying. All of that.
Yep. Carrying some hard things.
Yep.
Yeah. But they did a good job of, like, making it fit their brand as, like, we're new and we're kids and we're young and we're just having a fun time in the street and black lights and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was fun. The black lights were fun.
Yeah.
And who's next?
I was going to talk about Pentagon.
Okay, we can talk about Pentagon.
Yeah. The, first of all, Followed by Monsta X is really fucking difficult. That's a hard song to pick.
Yeah.
That's really
hard. That's a really hard song.
Fucked over.
Yeah.
With that shit. And so, like, the Pharaoh concept was, like, it wasn't quite what you needed, but it was like, sure. What else are you gonna do? What other options can you translate this song into?
It's not like it can translate well. It's not like you could do a soft cover of it, like fa la la la, fa la 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 la. Like no.
Hello. Yeah, no, it just wouldn't have
happened. It wouldn't have worked, and it wouldn't have been terrible. So at least they did something manageably fine with what they had.
It was still pretty hard hitting. I wasn't into the blazers. If we're going Egyptian, I don't know why we were like, yes.
Blazers.
Chanel style jackets.
Yeah.
That's what Egyptians wore.
Just choices. I felt bad.
You know, the thing is I'm like, okay, Egypt is one of the only ancient civilizations where the people of that ethnic group have been like, yeah, do whatever. Like, you can do what you want. Those particular people are dead now, and we don't do those things anymore. So, like, you can appropriate that all you want. So they could have done more, like, I don't want full, like, crazy costume? Egyptian makeup, but, like, is some more gold makeup. We could have used, like, I really like the mesh shirt. We could have done more in that direction. Just something that wasn't blazers. Blazers they just threw me off a lot.
Okay.
So I was like, yes, I'm a pharaoh, and also I'm in a blazer. It just was weird. But their stage charisma was really, really good.
Very
I did
strong.
notice a lot of something that I noticed about Pentagon through this whole competition is that I think it's part of their just their experience on stage, but they're one of the only ones that doesn't get overpowered by the lights. And that's hard to do because there's so many fucking lights. But like I am always, it's much easier for me to keep track of the performance and like focus on them because they're so charismatic. My eyes are more drawn to them than the lasers in my eyes.
Yeah, I thought they did the best with what they had.
Yeah.
That's all I can give them.
And I feel like they deserve more than 5th place. I think that there's something went wrong in that voting because that doesn't make sense to me.
That seemed unfair.
No.
On and off.
Yes.
Did the Michael Jackson It's Raining Rain number, and I thought that was a fun twist. Like, we have this iconic dancer, and we're going to combine it with a different iconic dancer, and that's interesting. Them bringing their own song into it was a choice. But we did our best, and it was still fun. It was a fun number, so at the end of the day, that's a good thing. Yeah,
I sort of like bounce back and forth on my opinion of it, because like I understand you have screen time, this is your time to get your songs out there.
Yes, that's true.
So like I get the idea of like that song that they mixed with it is real catchy. It's been in my head, like I want to listen to the original song.
Yeah.
More than I want to listen to the Rain song.
Yeah.
So like that, it makes sense, but also it wasn't really what I want to cover. I want to really hear the original song more with just like a little twist on it. I don't want it fully to be something else.
Yeah.
And also when they were like, yes, we're gonna do the Rain song, I was like, okay, so someone's got to be shirtless, at least a little bit. Give me like a little bit of hip movement of some kind. And we didn't really get that because we were all on like the Michael Jackson vibe.
Full Michael Jackson.
But like Rain is an icon in himself, so I would have liked a little bit more support.
Yeah.
Not support necessarily, but just like a little bit more acknowledgement
of his stature in the industry.
His brand.
Yes, his brand, definitely.
But in general, the song's catchy.
Yeah, I thought so too.
It works out. Only other thing is I was very excited because Infinite's Be Mine is one of my favorite songs ever. Mm-hmm. It's my favorite Infinite song in existence. And I feel like when I was doing the Romeo and Juliet concept feels like they sort of like missed the boat on the meaning of Be Mine. Because the whole lyric story is that the girl is with someone else who is mistreating her, and they're like, no, you should be with me because I'll treat you better because I treasure you more. Versus that's not what happens in Romeo and Juliet.
Not the plot of Romeo and Juliet.
That's not what happens. And like, either they miss the point of the Be Mine lyrics or they miss the point of Romeo and Juliet. One or the other. Yeah. But like the bit where they were like, we're gonna cut the big giant scrim with the houses on it, which was impressive because scrims are expensive.
Yes, so that was cool.
That was cool. It sucks that the scissors got caught there for a second, but like, that was cool, except that's the opposite of the story of Romeo and Juliet. Yes. The point is for the houses to come together
over
not be
that
apart.
loss.
We don't want them to be separate. That's the whole idea. Guys.
So they're known for their storyline. That was like their thing, was that they did storylines, but I don't think that they got lost in the idea of creating this story rather than attaching it to the song that they were actually performing.
Yeah. And I don't know. I was so excited for that because I really fucking love that song.
Love that song.
And it was just like, okay.
This is not even a little bit. Very, very did
Go Baby.
Go Baby. We have feelings on this.
Let's talk about it. So, the Agrabah, the Aladdin idea. Sure.
It was a little Halloween costumey.
Yeah, all of the backup dancers were wearing basically like Party City Jasmine costumes, and they weren't all the same. There was like 4 of them that they were same, and then there were 2 other women that were wearing similar but different outfits, and it was noticeably different. Yeah. And that it was not it. No. Like, we could have just put them in black, or we could have just put them in some like veils or something and made them different characters, but like
just not there.
8 Jasmines was not it.
Not it.
No.
And then they had their plan was to do this as a one shot.
There's a one take, cut.
No cuts, no different camera action, just single camera, one shot. And it shouldn't have.
Yeah. There's just these people that do not work cameras do not need to be making decisions on how cameras should be done.
Yeah, I just think that the idea of it is impressive. And if they had pulled it off completely, it would have been impressive. But there were certain angles where you're like, well, this would have been better from a different angle. And there were certain moments where if they'd been able to cut away, it would have been more interesting because they wouldn't have, like, dropped something and we had to watch him scramble for it and things like that. Like, that sucks. And that could have been avoided if there had been technical directing to switch cameras off of him and things like that. And I just think it didn't serve them.
Yeah. I think that the overall idea that they had was there, but even if they did, like, only Steadicam or something, that would have still been a little bit easier to jump between the scenes, because, like, usually with a one take you get, like, someone's going down a hallway or going on a path of some kind and, like, going through things and things are moving. Or there's one really great one, I don't know if I've shown you, where it's like a man that's in a room and you, like, it, like, turns this way and something happens, and then it turns the other way and something happens, and then you turn back and there's something different going on. And that's cool. But when we're just walking in a circle for a full number, it really gets, it got very old fast. Like, at first it was like, oh yeah, cool, this is one take, and then after a while we were like, oh yep, we have seen that corner. Yep. We know what's coming, we know what's over there. Okay.
Yeah. So it was just unfortunate in that sense, because it didn't live up to what it could have been in their minds, and it wasn't as good as what it could have been had they done other stuff. Yeah.
It would have been better if they just gave the idea, presented the idea to the TDs and the producers, and were like, okay, here is the image that we want, and we want it to, like, follow the story really clearly and to see these separate scenes and it to sort of flow between them. And the TD could have been like, all right, great, this is the way we can do that with the equipment that we have available. Yeah. We could have made that happen, and it would have been really cool
for the director of photography to have set it up.
To have been able to do his job and set that up. But here we are. Yeah, just if you're not a camera op, don't give camera directions. It's okay.
It's all good if you don't. It's fine.
It's fine. Just give your image, and it's their job to make what you want reality. Yes. Just tell them what you want. That's cool.
And it'll be just fine.
The Boyz.
The Boyz did Shangri-La.
Yes.
But they did it, like, a different take on it, because they went with the sort of literal definition of Shangri-La as, like, the world of paradise and peach blossoms, and they had the branches and things like that. And it was very, very pretty, and they had the Moonlight Sonata moment and things like that, and it was just very artistic and lovely, I would say. It was lovely.
Yeah, definitely very, lovely's the best word for it, I think. But also, I will say there was still a lot of really good technical moments with them, like the bit with the Moonlight Sonata, like the really fast piano moment, and they were doing, like, the wave and all of that stuff. Cool. That was just really cool. I wasn't prepared for that, because I was like, oh, this is a more relaxed number. It's just sort of, like, emotional, and that's fine. And then they threw that in, and I was like, oh! Woo! Okay.
It was cool.
The flower thing was neat.
Yes, I liked it in the branches, and they, like, grew in floralness as they went down the line. A nice tableau at the end.
Yes. So, yeah, I think it wasn't quite the, it was definitely a different angle than the Boyz had been taking before, but, like, I was into it.
Yeah, I liked it.
So, for the finale episode, ta-da, it was all live, it was very exciting, wow, live votes, amazing. I don't understand how Mnet has been doing live finales for so long and they still can't technically direct it correctly.
There was just some shots that didn't serve the purpose of it, like the Oneus shot where they were, like, on the ground as the shadow. Yeah. Was just not at an angle that really made sense. So I was like, why is he on the ground for a second? And then I was like, oh, he's the shadow. Yeah. If I could have seen it at a higher relief, maybe that would have made sense. Or if they had switched angles so that I could, like, see top down, maybe that would have been cooler. But it didn't. There was just some camera choices that didn't serve the numbers very well. Yeah. And also just, like, in general with the, like, even the speaking moments and things like that, it felt like the host didn't really give a shit. Yeah. It felt like, especially, like, the finale, like, the very ending part where they're just standing there. There was a full 30 seconds of just silence. Yeah. Of them just standing there staring at the camera and being like, almost there. Who could it be? Like, talk to the people. If you're standing there, if you've got time, they're telling you to keep going and stretch it out. Then ask questions of
how do you feel?
How do you feel? Do you think you're gonna win? Yeah. What are you gonna do if you're the winner? Like, how do you feel at all? Just at all. There was, like, a whole extra act at the end there that was just them just standing there. And it was bizarre. It was just horrible.
And it also, like, the bit after the winner was announced, they just sort of were all standing up there, and they didn't really have any layout of how they were going to ask them questions or anything. Them. And that was not great. And they've done finales before. They've done, all the show me's, they've done all the other stuff.
So many
all the
survival
produce
shows.
They've done so many survival shows. They know how to do a live finale. So this is ridiculous and unnecessary.
Yeah.
Mad
Feelings.
Mad about it.
So let's talk about the songs, though.
Okay.
Oneus.
Come Back Home?
Yes.
I will say that maybe it isn't a great idea to name your song after two other very iconic songs in Korean media. Come Back Home is a very heavy title to choose.
Yeah.
Because there's both Sotaeji's Come Back Home and 21's Come Back Home, both of which had really heavy messages and impacted society.
Yeah.
And
this isn't that.
It was not it, no.
It's catchy, but it wasn't impactful in that way, and it's setting itself up to have to be on that level by picking the same name, and it wasn't on that level. And I think that I didn't understand the storyline.
I don't know. Are they monsters?
No,
are they vampires or are they werewolves? Are they just people killing wolves? But there was like the moment where he like gets held up and he does the big note, but it's in front of the werewolf thing. And so I don't know.
I couldn't understand. I didn't understand the beginning video. I did not understand it through the process of the performance.
What happened to the child?
What happened to the child? What happened to them?
They're protecting the child, but then he's not there for the performance except for the very end where he's in the throne crying because he's holding something that I couldn't see what he was holding.
Some kind of necklace.
And like the guys are protecting him, and then they close in on the child and they come back and they're gone. So I was like, okay, is this like are you a ghoul?
They said ghouls in the package before
yes.
the performance.
But they visually looked like, because they had the teeth. So I wasn't
not
sure
in
if they were wearing.
Not in the performance.
Hey! Yeah, I don't know what the story was.
I don't know.
I mean, the song was catchy.
Yeah, it was a catchy song.
And they had some good notes. I don't know what they were either. Very, very beautiful X.
Beautiful X. So were they the Beautiful X, or was a girl / their fandom the Beautiful X? Because the lyrics said who I am
Beautiful X.
I am Beautiful X, but the locker was someone else's that they were bringing love stuff to, and it also was Verivery in it. Beautiful X. Which? You can't be both. Everyone can't be Beautiful X.
There's only one X. Yeah, I feel it reminded me a lot of Lovely's cameo performance in Queendom. Mm-hmm. But the main thing that I was thinking was that everyone else did such a hardcore, like they were really trying to get a message across with their finale, and I think Very missed the mark on that. Like I think this song could be a great single to promote. Mm-hmm. I don't think it was a good choice for a finale number.
I almost disagree. Mm-hmm. I do disagree. I'm going to stand straight with that. I disagree.
Yep.
I do think it was a fun number. I thought the chorus was really fun. I thought the choreography with the chorus was really fun. I didn't understand the Beautiful X part, but I thought that it was a fun number and it made them stand out from all of the rest of the numbers, which were dark and brooding and had storylines. Yep. So, like, the rest of them all could be lumped in as a package, and this one was different apart from them.
That's very fair.
And I think that made them stand out. Mm-hmm. So I disagree politely.
That's okay. You're allowed to have opinions.
As are you.
Yeah, I think it was the basketball moment reminded me of High School Musical.
Very Troy Bolton. Very Troy Bolton.
Yeah, the T stands for Troy. Mm-hmm. And overall, like I had fun with it for sure. It was just weird to be sandwiched between Oneus and I think Pentagon was there.
The Boyz, I think, was third.
Yes, it was the Boyz.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was just weird to be between those two.
Yeah.
Sets.
Yeah. This is a choice.
Yeah.
But the Boyz.
Checkmate. I think it did a really great job of tying in all of their performances together.
Yes, they had all of the motifs from the different performances with the watch, the sword, the crown.
Yeah, pulling them all in to get to be like, oh yes, we've been telling a story the whole time, versus everybody else has been doing like, this is a one-off thing, and they're like,
we built this.
But yeah, it was really cool that they tied everything together.
Yeah.
I think it was really neat how they made the people into chess pieces.
Yes, I thought that was cool. I thought that the first chorus especially, had really interesting choreography where they went up off their knees onto their toes. It was really cool.
Yeah, the floorography was great.
The floorography, very excellent. And I liked the part where they put the dark and the light chess piece on the board and then pulled it up, and then the background one went up too, and the dark and the light players were inside that box just to mirror that. I thought that was cool, and then they had a battle.
Whoa!
It was very cool, and it was like it had a good groove to the song. Like I really did enjoy the song also.
Yeah, and I think this is one where I think it's sort of a similar situation with Queendom, where there were some songs that you could tell were, oh, this is just like a song that we had on hand to release.
Yeah. Versus
some that were like written specifically for this.
Yeah.
Like, for example, Giotto's Lion.
Yes.
Was very like, we made this for Queendom.
Yeah.
To be clear, we're the queens. We're calling ourselves the queens. I'm a queen.
Yes.
And this felt very much in that vein as well, because I could see them promoting this, but it wouldn't make as much sense as like releasing it for this moment of like, we are doing Checkmate. We have arrived at the king. Like, this is what we're doing.
Yes.
This is the idea.
This is it. Kings battling.
Yes.
It was good.
So I was very here for that. I like it more when they do that versus like a throwaway title.
Yeah. Pentagon.
Did
Basquiat.
I have mixed feelings.
I have a lot of emotions on this. To start off on a positive, as much as I have other feelings, this is the song that was stuck in my head the most afterwards.
Yeah.
This is the one that I just was singing to myself without realizing it.
It's definitely a very good, catchy song. He's a great composer.
Yeah.
And they performed it well.
Yes.
They did a good job performing it.
But there's a lot of layers to what they're appropriating, and I get it, like Basquiat drew a pretty crown, and crowns are kings, and kings are crowns. I get that motif. But that is such a shallow understanding of the artist's work.
Yeah.
And to take a black artist and then put it in a number where you drag people like roped together in a line across the stage as prisoners.
This is not great. Not a great choice.
Not a good look.
Oh, it was yikes. Well, the thing is, Basquiat is, like, his art is intrinsically related to, like, his political choices. Like, it's all about, like, you know, class struggle and, like, trying to lift up Black America and things like that. Like, it's all about, like, as people like to say, Basquiat is blackity black, 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 black. Like, that is, it bleeds through everything he does. And it's great. That's a great part of him. And so it's weird to be a Korean artist calling yourself the new Basquiat. And, like, there's some layers that I could pull, because we watched the performance that had the lyrics on it that was talking about, like, we're gonna survive and we're, like, gonna make it through adversity. And so, like, if you had just an initial, like, you read a single caption on a Basquiat piece in a museum and took that, but that's about
it. That's it. Yeah. They saw it on the internet one time. Like, that's the impression I got.
Yeah, and that was not great.
It just didn't feel good.
Yeah, but the song was so good. It's just like, oh, maybe this wasn't really the direction for you to go in.
Yeah, it's just
which sucks because they performed it really well.
They did, and like, who had some notes?
Oh, he had a 5-octave note. He, like, kept going. I was counting, and it was like, I was like, okay, oh, cool, he hit 4, it's great. Oh, there's one more!
Yeah.
Jesus Christ!
So, it just was so much.
Yeah, Pentagon are insanely talented, and they deserve so much more, but
they
this
keep
song...
on getting in their own way.
Yeah, that's the fundamental worry that I have about Pentagon. Mm-hmm. Like, I really want them to do well, but things just keep, like, just taking a left turn right before the goal.
Yeah. And then finally, On and Off.
On and Off with New World.
I loved the chorus of this.
Oh, yeah.
It was a fun chorus, and they had notes in this song as well, too. Like, the higher part and everything like that was... It was very fun.
I really liked how they blended Wyatt and the other member whose name I don't know. I liked how they blended their voices, because you can hear him doing, like, blow it, and then, like, twisting together, and it's very good. So good.
Very satisfying. I will say their performance wasn't as... They didn't have as much to their performance as some of the others did in a finale kind of way, whether that was storytelling or set pieces or anything like that. They just sort of had the choreo and those, like, the Pride Rocks in the background that they didn't really interact with very much, except for the very beginning.
Yeah.
So,
I did like it when they used it.
but they didn't do it much.
Yeah.
So that was a bummer, because I think they could have lifted the performance even higher than they did. But I did like the performance overall, and I really liked the song.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think the one thing about it was I did really like what they did with the backup dancers. Did some cool stuff with that like human Gundam moment.
Oh yeah, the Gundam moment was
that
fun.
shit. I don't know how it related to the new world, but damn, it was cool.
It was fun. It was still fun.
Yeah. So you know what? I'm here for it, and I think ONF definitely have grown a lot from the beginning to now, and I'm really excited to see what else they can bring to the table in the future.
I'm excited to see where they go with their careers. I really am.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to look out for them now. And I wouldn't have previously if there had not been Road to Kingdom.
Yeah.
So thank you, Road to Kingdom, for this opportunity and for bringing all of these boys to our attention.
Yes, because we really were out of the loop on all the boys.
Yes, every single one of the boys, including the boys.
Yep.
We knew Giddy Up. That was it.
Final thoughts. I do want to say that I find it interesting that ONF definitely got the Oh My Girl treatment a lot in this, in that they were excellent at reactions, like the whole way through. Like, Wyatt got the Sungy treatment, but all the rest of them also gave really good, fun reactions, and they gave good performances, and it was something new that I hadn't seen before. So that was fun.
And there was growth.
You know what that is? Growth. Yeah, I think they really... It was interesting to see each group grow in different ways, in different directions, and trying different things. I'm interested to see where TOO is going to go after this experience. I'm interested to see where Verivery is going to go. I think I wanted more, like, they talked a lot about the sync, but I didn't get that many, like, sync moments in their choreo. Like, clear points where the synchronizing is the important part.
Yeah.
And I would have liked more of that. The boys obviously grew a lot. Pentagon kind of were able to express themselves in different ways.
Yes.
That was fun.
So that was good. I think everyone was able to express themselves, and that was really, really nice to be able to see.
So, fingers crossed.
Yeah.
Do more in the future.
That they have more stuff. That they have good things going on for them.
And prayers for Kingdom is we want a proper stage.
Yep.
We want better lighting.
Yep.
We want more cast. And we don't know who the cast is.
We don't know who the cast is, so we want to know.
We want to know. Tell us. And we are hoping for an audience.
Yeah, well, we'll see what happens. If that's going to come out in, like, late summer, fall,
I mean,
maybe, but...
they've been doing better about handling that stuff,
I don't know. I don't know if that'll happen. I hope it...
outside or something.
No, that's a terrible idea, acoustically.
Yeah, that's true.
But
I don't know.
We'll see.
Yeah. I just want a better stage. That's the main
thing.
Main thing. I just hated that stage so much.
Yeah.
Just make it better.
It'll be good.
Yeah. Woo!
Yeah.
So keep an eye out for our journey to Kingdom. We're not on a road to Kingdom anymore. We're on a journey there. Woo! So we'll do that as soon as the cast is announced. We'll do another series about who's on the list.
Woo!
Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to jump in the comments and tell us what did you think about the finale. Did you? We've been pretty good about not actually technically spoiling who won.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to say it, but do you agree with the winner? Were you expecting someone else to be the winner? What are your thoughts on that situation? What do you think about how the winner is going to do in Kingdom in comparison versus this? What's going to happen there? Ooh. Also, make sure to like this video and subscribe. We post Mondays and Fridays. And also jump in the description and take a look at some of the Black Lives Matter resources that we have available. You can sign petitions. You can donate to some things. You can buy from Black-owned businesses. You can just talk to your family. Yeah. Talk to your friends and family. That's a big thing. I've been having a lot of discussions. This morning I spent an hour on the phone with my dad talking about what intersectionality is. Like, it's hard work, but you gotta do it. And you just gotta walk them through it. That's the only way we can make change permanently in society. It's like person by person.
Yeah. Yeah. It's important to remember that we are adults of legal drinking age, drinking in the safety of our own home. We have water and snacks on standby. Please take care of yourself, take care of your body, and take care of your friends, especially in this difficult time.
Yes.
Yes, and it's important to remember to always
drink responsibly. Happy Pride!
Happy Pride!
It's just a terrible clink.
Mm-hmm. It's a negative clink.
It's cheap and colorful, which is what Pride is all about.
Cheap and colorful.
That's what the joy is. Us gays.
Yep.
We, the gays, full of cheap and color. I don't think anyone could deny that.
What?
I don't think anyone could deny that.
No.
It's what it is. It's the best part.
Yeah.